Ended up now in Chinatown after all this walking. We got up at like 3:10. Yeah.
Are you sure they're connected?
When you be up at 3 a.m. and be hearing this music. Good morning.
No.
We're about to get on our flight to San Francisco. How come we don't want to be on my vlog?
Oh.
I feel like I just slept for only 1 or 2 hours.
Oh yeah. They had like light sleep, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we can just take a nap later if we're too tired.
Yeah.
It's an early day. Be landing at around 8:30 and then going down to the city. I've never been to San Francisco.
I look
It should be
ugly.
fun. No, you look good. What are you talking about?
I look like I'm swollen eyes.
Yeah, look at my potato face. Look at my eyebrows.
No,
Not building. Well, she really wants to eat breakfast. It'll be a fun weekend. The group, we're the last group to board, so hopefully they still have space for our luggage at the end. This one brought a Switch. And he's playing Smash. This poor kid that's screaming. Although he kind of sounds like he's pretend screaming. Yeah, kind of sounds like that. Like, I don't want to get on the plane! Probably. Okay, we'll see you guys on the flight. Quick board. I feel like we boarded in probably like 15 minutes.
What time are we gonna fly? Board.
Probably at 6. So right now, so it's probably like 20 minutes. See, we boarded really fast. Usually boarding takes a long time.
I'm just gonna take a shower.
Just take a shower.
Are you gonna take a shower in California?
Yeah.
You need to take a shower.
For 4 days I'm not gonna take a shower. That's so gross. Okay, I don't wash my hair sometimes, but I wash my body. Jeez.
You're more skinny.
Okay. I'm surprised that I've never made my way down to San Francisco, despite being only 2 hours away by plane from Seattle. Sometimes it helps to just have a good shove, and my cousin needing to renew her Filipino passport in person at the primary consulate office was just the push. So here's vlog 1 out of 2 or 3 of my first time in SF. You already know, we're starting things off right when you're running on only 2 hours of sleep and adrenaline. Whether you've been here once, twice, 3 times, or never, enjoy this local travel vlog in the city of startups, the Golden Gate Bridge, and the ever-present ominous fog. Just kidding, the fog was actually badass. I'll try not to bore you with the facts that you can easily look up, but we'll try to give insight into my personal observations of the city. Oh shit, what? Looks like they have a museum in San Francisco's airport. Yo, are you part of the gallery? We're about to take the BART to San Francisco. Looks like the train might be here. Heads up, it was about $10. We landed safe and sound, crossing the bay glistening in the morning sun. To save some moolah, we decided to ride the BART downtown. The ticket purchase process was easy, and we were able to quickly glide into an open car. The windows aren't very clean. It's not easy to see outside. Yeah, so according to Wikipedia, the Tenderloin area, where our hotel home base was located, has a reputation for being seedy and gritty. I spotted homeless folks sleeping on the sidewalks all over and or chatting with friends while crossing the street, but at the same time I spotted super colorful and detailed graffiti art all over the buildings in the city. If you have a sensitive nose, you won't appreciate the putrid smell that lingers randomly as you walk about. However, I appreciated seeing the real and raw part of the city with everyone doing their thing from all walks of life. There is a huge support for theater, musicians, and the arts in this part of town too, and it shows. Wow, okay. That out and see.
Yeah,
so we had this beer before. We're in Union Square.
Why not?
There's a bunch of like different stores around, lots of people.
A bunch of people.
Green. Union Square made me think of New York City with the classic West Coast influenced American architecture of the buildings and the wild plants climbing down them. I passed by a few olden day hotels that I'm sure were historical, museums, and more street art. Looks like if you need a grab or make an outfit, there are department stores everywhere to help you out. Even though it was early Thursday, restaurants were already crowded for breakfast. This part of town was where the Consulate was located, so we will be moseying on back here soon in this vlog after a little detour. Whoa, look at this Apple store. It has like this huge open window and oh, it's like an Apple camp thing. What we found out is that it's really hot when you're in the sun, but it gets really cold in the shade. The temperature fluctuates a lot here, depending where you stand. Ended up now in Chinatown after all this walking. SF is very international, and nowhere is this concept more prevalent than in the oldest Chinatown in the US. Tourists, non-Asian and Asian alike, were jam-packed into the sidewalks. Seattle has a Chinatown, which in comparison is outlined like a trapezoid instead of a rectangle. Of course, there were grandmas doing their weekly vegetable shopping at the local shops. Oh, it just stops for you? Lanterns were strewn about, and I found little examples of the lives of the Chinatown apartment residents from the laundry hanging out of their windows. Many buildings were in this old-fashioned Oriental architecture-inspired design theme to fit the street, and while there were many restaurants, there were many more shops where you could buy charms, decorations, figures, or even anime. So we just ended up walking through Chinatown now. There's a lot of stores that are selling like displays and figures. The baked goods in this bakery were recommended, but they're on 3 weeks vacation, so we can't taste any of the pastries. So sad. This area did feel very touristy, but it was an important experience to walk down the street regardless. So we're at the Consulate right now, and we have to wait in the lobby. We're not allowed on the 2nd and 6th floor. My cousin needs to get an adult Filipino passport because she's not an American citizen yet. And you have to show up in person at the Consulate in Washington, D.C. or San Francisco. I think there might be another one, but yeah, so she's getting that done so she can travel out of the country. Fun though, get to explore a different place and do some local travel like we want to do. So hopefully she'll be able to get that done and get it delivered to her soon. We got a drink from Starbucks and I couldn't drink it, obviously I can't drink that fast. And we just tossed it halfway and then tried to go through security, but because we're not getting anything processed, we had to throw away a drink that was half full, so I feel kind of sad about that, but it was too much anyway, and I probably have to go to the bathroom. I don't think there's a toilet on the first floor anyway. Well, the big reason why we came here is done, so that's good. Okay. This one got the passport renewal done. Woo! Wow, look at this cute line bear. And the chickie. Aw. The Chiki. I don't know what the name of the Chiki is. Room tour time. Here it is, our double room. We have flower wallpaper all over. Oh, I guess it's interrupted by this tassellated design on the wall as well. Ooh, our view's pretty cool. I'm already distracted by the view. I'm seeing some very colorful, very San Francisco-ish architecture outside. The curtains have kind of a Japanese pattern on them. More flowers on the wall. Actually, I guess every decor design of this room is different on the wall. We have this long oval mirror. We can control the TV, different things, maybe order using this iPad. Have one nightstand in the middle. This retro gingham headboard, super cool. Then we have our bottles of water, little mini bottles of water. I fill up my bottle too, so it's nice to have extras. We have our speaker and our TV, probably maybe 32 to 40 inches. And then the closets, pretty dark in there. Ooh, there's a lot of room. Can do some ironing if we need it. Have this abstract 3D sculptural type painting. The fonts they use like really go well with their quirky decorations. This light has a cool industrial look to it. I look dirty right now. But here is the bathroom. So I'm gonna turn it on. Ooh. Subway tile all over. There is this very lavish black toilet, and I like how they mix the black marble with the gray and the white and the tiled floors. The shower is very big. Ugh, this gold metal hardware goes really well with all the dark. It adds some richness to the design. Very generous bottles of shampoo, conditioner, and body cleanser. And we have these bathrobes that look like curtains hanging. To the door we have a safe. You can lock up all your valuables and create your own code. Also have some items like candies, chips, nuts that you can snack on in the package. And then we have inside the fridge some drinks that you have to pay for, of course, but I mean, you can put in some leftovers. There's chocolate in the fridge. That's kind of random. Like this lamp feature, the marble.
So we're just gonna watch this.
The room is 404, which means it doesn't exist. Yeah. I guess maybe ours is especially bad luck because it's room 404 on the 4th floor.
It's an error.
So it's an error and it doesn't exist and it's probably haunted and stuff. Look at this one dressed up fancy after her shower.
Okay.
It's a little windy here, trying to blow us away. We had a Lyft ride with a very friendly driver who recommended us Marufuku for more authentic ramen, so we're gonna try that out.
Oh, there's a mall in there.
Yeah, we can go into the mall, check out what's there. Okay, we're going into Japan Center East Mall. Stepping into Japantown made me feel like I was back in Japan with all the alleyways full of izakaya restaurants with shops here and there. Got a variety of Japanese restaurants up here. Could have some barbecue. We had a heavy breakfast though, so maybe not tonight, but ooh, looks like they have like kimchi. Of course, they had Daiso and Kinokuniya, but there were also stores full of anime, paraphernalia, stationery, Japanese groceries, traditional dress, and K-beauty. Inside and outside the area, there was Japanese-inspired decor, art, and language references that made you feel like you were in a mini Tokyo. There was even a game center similar to the ones in every street corner in Japan where you could play the UFO machines for prizes. Day 1 was action-packed, and we passed out at night, so why don't you come on back for part 2 or 3 of what we did and ate. Coming soon! See you guys again soon. Bye!